Today we answer the age-old question of what's better, One Piece or Naruto? I'm sure the great philosophers of ancient Rome were asking the same question when they all met. But to me, I think it's an appropriate time. I know One Piece isn't over, but I think it is an appropriate time to discuss, which one's going to win the war. And obviously, I like both of them. Very, very creative, very influential, you know, life, not life changing, but, change the industry of how anime is perceived and how it's spread across the world. They're two giants, and it's not fair to like put one saying it's just, you know, leaps and bounds better than the other. But I do think it is an appropriate time to discuss which is better because One Piece has now gone on hiatus for 5 months. I forget. I think it was in November that stopped, but 5 months. And Naruto's been over for a while. Boruto is on hiatus right now, at least the animation. And I think that is allows it to sit down and it to be judged, which obviously One Piece will probably finish very strong, and uh, who knows with Boruto. I personally enjoy Boruto, but who's to say? But when it comes down to it, I think that the story of Naruto is better than One Piece. And I watched Naruto first, and it just was more meaningful. It just had something about it. It was stronger. It was, you know, complete. In a way that I feel like maybe the One Piece storyline kind of hurts it in that way, where the you always know that Naruto is going to become the Hokage. You got the two different premises. What is the One Piece, and who's going to get it? And then uh, Naruto's journey to become the Hokage. And in that essence, I mean, it's clear that Naruto's storyline for that is better. Because the whole idea of One Piece is the mystery surrounding the One Piece. No one knows what it is. Whereas Naruto, you know the whole way. You know the objective. And you know the path to get there. And it's just that allows the story to, you know, not be so self-involved, at least so focused on the mystery of it. Whereas in One Piece, it has a lot of great different, um, plots and side plots, and they're all moving together to get to the final goal of finding the One Piece. But you're not really expanding off from like what is the One Piece. No one's really striving to do anything else. Everyone's focused on the One Piece. So that kind of hurts it in a way. But whereas Naruto, I feel like the focus on him becoming the Hokage, which is the objective. That's the thing for Naruto. It isn't driven through the whole time, and I think that's especially showed as Naruto's not the fifth Hokage and he's not the sixth Hokage. He becomes the seventh Hokage, and it's not even showed in Naruto. You know, I think um, it showed in Boruto, but I think that's meaningful. That the point of the show, the whole reason he got there because we knew he would get there, not because the plot told us that he was going to get there, as in One Piece. Now, obviously, there's other things to consider. I do think Naruto's the best. I think that the whole premise of, it kind of reaches out and takes care of different plots, and you can have different things going on that aren't just like One Piece moving the whole way through. As far as the animation, I do, One Piece is obviously uh, way better like right now than when Naruto ended. But I do think that is a problem more of the animation industry in like the early 2010s, 2017, that kind of area. I think that was probably the worst animation for both One Piece and Naruto. I think that I would prefer to have the early animation of One Piece Naruto and the later animation of One Piece, the Wano animation. And I think that just it kind of they had these new tools, but they didn't know fully how to use them yet in that like 2010 span. And I think the animation's a little not trashy, but like lacking character, um, which isn't seen now, I think, and wasn't seen when the shows first started. I think that the One Piece animation at the start is, fantastic. I think it's very unique, and, I think I would prefer to have that all the way through than having to go through like the Fishman Island arc animation. I think that arc animation is really bad, and uh, like Thriller Bark's okay. The Fishman Island is just really bad, and I do think Naruto gets a one up on that because I think they did do the animation a little bit better. I think the Sasuke fight with Naruto was really good. The whole Madara, you know, any fight he was in, I feel like it was generally good. And so for that reason, even though I do think the animation for One Piece is better, that's just it being newer. And I think Naruto, uh, for the final piece, I just think it's a better concept. Um, I think it's it's kind of the age old ninja versus pirate. I think the ninjas are cooler. So that might be a little bit of bias for, a shinobi. But I do think it's just cooler. I think the jutsus are cooler than devil fruits. Um, I think it has better side characters. I think Kakashi's better. I think Sasuke's better. I think the only really cool side character to Luffy is Zoro. I don't think Sanji's real cool. I don't think Usopp's real cool. Um, I think it has better moments. One Piece has its moments, but uh, I think Naruto's moments are better, and I think they have more. They show more of a connection. I think there's more of like sentiment brought into Naruto, whereas One Piece is kind of just the same. They both have their same cycles of like Naruto's revenge, and revenge is a cycle that keeps on going, going, and going. And then Luffy's is more of freedom, goes to a new island, frees them, goes to a new island, frees them, is everyone should be free, uh, and make the decisions they want. Um, but I do think Naruto kind of diversifies that kind of the plot circle that it has. Whereas One Piece, it's kind of goes to Arlong, frees Nami's island, goes to um, Barity. It doesn't really free the Barity. I think I'm saying that word right. The Sanji's fish man or fish boat cook restaurant. There we go. Restaurant. Um, but I mean, he did free some people in um, Dressrosa. Whole Cake's a little bit different. Um, Wano, I feel I'm not illustrating my point real well here, but I do think it's the same. Luffy beats a guy, they're all free. Luffy beats a guy. Skypiea, Luffy beats a guy, they're all free, and things like that. Um, but yeah, I think I've expressed most of what I will can cover. I mean, I'm trying to think of like the edits there used to be in like 2020, where it'd be like, what has the best fights or whatever. Um, I mean, One Piece fights are good. They're drawn out, I think, a little bit. Which I mean, shonen animes are just gonna be drawn out fights, especially weekly that Naruto and One Piece are. But I mean, I think I've said all I want to say. I think Naruto's better. One Piece is still good though, and I think I don't. If One Piece has this crazy, people are always talking about this crazy final saga. If it's the goat, if it's the LeBron James of end games, then I'll give it to One Piece. But right now, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this point right now. I think Naruto is better, and but One Piece could be better. It depends on how uh, it finishes out. Because I mean, that's another thing. The whole story, as I pointed out earlier, it's all about the One Piece. So it's you're looking good, but it's like, does the One Piece keep skyrocketing, or does it crash to the ground? And that's kind of, you know if the One Piece is like really disappointing, that really hurts the show's reputation. So I think that's kind of why I'm saying Naruto's better. Is in the back of my mind, it's like, what is the One Piece? It could be something that is gonna just boom, dumpster fire, and the show is just kind of memed into oblivion, something like that. Which I don't think will really happen. I think it'll probably finish real well, but I think how well it finishes is what relies on if it's better than Naruto or not. But thank you, and comment if you agree or disagree, and subscribe. Cinema.